How are you?
Good, how's it going?
Good, good. My name is Vito Gabriel. I'm 18 years old. This is my first election that I'll be voting in. So,
great.
Very exciting.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. So it is actually possible to both register to vote on Tuesday. If someone has not registered to vote, they can register to vote in Wisconsin, and they can vote the same day.
Yes.
So even if somebody's not a registered voter, you can do everything on Tuesday.
Yes. So, a bit of backstory. When I was younger, 8 years old to be exact, my father put me to work in my family's restaurant. And it led me to want to start my own business and to be successful just like you. And in my opinion, you're one of the most successful businessmen to ever live. And so what advice would you give to young entrepreneurs who want to start their own businesses and give back to this great country?
Well, sure. Well, it is very hard to start a business and have it succeed. It is true that most businesses that start do not succeed. So, I guess I'd really just say, if there's a product or service that you think is really needed, then you go out and you make that product, or you produce that service, offer that service, and try to be as useful as possible, really. It's like whether it's a great restaurant or store or a technology company or whatever the case may be. It's really just like, are you doing things that are useful to your fellow human beings? If you are, then I think the company will be successful. So that's really what it comes down to, is just being useful. Like, people ask me, like, what's the top advice? I'm like, try to be useful. It's actually very difficult to be useful. But I have a lot of admiration for anyone who just does an honest day's work, making products or producing services for their fellow human beings. That's what a company is. That's it. So, but it is hard. To be totally frank, like I generally say, if somebody needs encouragement to start a company, I would recommend not starting a company. It's very difficult. Like, if you look at, say, the automotive industry, the only two American car companies that have not gone bankrupt are Tesla and Ford. So it's a big cemetery, is what I'm saying. So that's a tough one, very, very tough industry. And there were really no commercial rocket companies that were successful before SpaceX. It's generally very difficult to make the value of the output exceed the cost of the input, and that's really what defines a successful business. And profit is really the difference between the value of the output and the cost of the input. That's what profit is.